Hi all. Energy Familiars, my upcoming course, has Freya, Supreme Valkyrie deity. Quite proud, Freya wouldn't let many people get in touch with her. It's great honor to us. Quite arrogant. She's really straightforward. She calls it garbage to mean garbage and says critters for critters and bugs. This way she describes people. If you find this video harsh, rigid, or even fierce to some extent, these are Freya's energies, really tough. Well, who is she briefly? If you Google the hierarchy of angels, you'll see ranks 1, 2, and 3, like in this picture here. Freya represents a rank 2 deity among angels such as forces and supremacies. She says she's between these forces and supremacies, where there are dominions as well, so-called supreme warriors, between a warrior and a ruler. She's a supreme nominion. Her Valkyries belong to the lower nominions. Nominions are angels who patronize army generals, warrior hosts of godly fury, defending themselves and their boundaries. Valkyries are angels, specially meant to accompany warriors in a battle, accompany people who come to life to change the world. They often go together with people such as Indigo. Quite a few of them, though. They are kind of elite, separate troops controlled by Freya. Actually, Freya is quite choosy. She only considers selecting those worthy of her patronage. After this course, she'll end up curating really few people. Why do we need her here? Simply because this woman is capable of taming cruel monsters, defeating them, representing a leader face. Let others know she's stronger and better than others in everything, so others respect her truly for everything and all kinds of authority. There are animals not easy to tame, you know. She stands out due to her huge bestiary, holding lots of animals of any kind. She knows how to train and tame all of them. She can teach us how to take control of this fierce animal energy. This way she will help us learn how to control this furious energy each of us has. Well, she says, let's not fool ourselves. All of us have wanted to break our offenders' noses and arms, as well as deprive them of their life, once they had offended our honor. I do ask those pitiful idiots who think they ought to kiss and hug them in reverse, not to watch this video. It's not for you. Go to other non-entities. Why, I'll say this to you. Rage is primarily a tool to control yourself. A human creature and a spirit needed to overcome themselves to become their best version, so that they realize their weaknesses. Rage is an energy released when someone was hit at a vulnerable, not yet solid sore point. You need rage to thrust foreign energy out of you and direct it to create that vulnerable spot. Improve it so it gets more solid, stronger, with more light and the best version of yourself. Update. Evolution of the spot, thanks to which you were infringed upon. Here on the earth, you get lessons how to take control of yourself rather than how to love. I hate hypocrites. and can't stand those who betray themselves, those not honest to themselves. Never ever will I respond to them, even if they pray hard. People are losing themselves a lot with this riot of colors and digital technologies available now. When it turns to a person's will, many of you lack it. Will accounts for your ability, though, to take on responsibility for your life. It's will only that manifests itself when someone decides to make the world around them better. When they make up their mind to reach their own comfort, looking for ways and opportunities to construct themselves and make themselves better, make their own and their truly loved ones' life better. I don't consider mothers, fathers and brothers sacrificial. We get these ties primarily for learning. Even if a woman gave birth to you, or your mother was impregnated by a man, your father, whose seed gave birth to you, if these people have no honor, they deceive and take advantage of you, like bullying you, you merely have the right to at least ignore them. People who like to show off by relying on these family ties and profiting on them, especially when their opinion was not asked, turn out pitiful inside and negligent. If you remove this parent's role and prison, depriving them of their parental status, they become no one, nameless, with no kin, shapeless, absolutely miserable creatures who survived miraculously and evolved to become a human avatar. In your real past times on the earth, to get this important knowledge, people were prepared to give their life and kill. They felt those unprecedented benefits granted to their souls to reach higher levels. It's your soul's evolution over itself that's supreme and most valuable in the universe. This grows a new pair of wings, wakes up another eye, arises and increases feeling and multidimensionality, gets you stronger and mightier. It's pitiful creatures who are afraid of and hate strong people, wishing to destroy them and instilling a sense of guilty and nullity. This way they yell out that absolutely everyone owes them something. To them they always get indulged for free, making others adjust their plans to theirs and ask for their opinion and feelings. Well, I want to say one thing here, though. If a kind of miserable bug, caterpillar, or cockroach approaches you in your human role, and it says, I feel bad, and you are to blame for this. Indulge me as you are no one without me. How will you respond to this? Your human species get utterly deceived. You are completely unaware of anything related to you, the world, or how things work. You were made to become flabby pigs, unable to fight back. Will unfolds the human being, while dignity fixes people's position in the world. unable to build your life without will, you're unable to resist without dignity either. Many of you lack both. I prefer to have nothing to do with such people. You wouldn't have heard this message without this channeler's request. It's thanks to Paul that you can hear me now with this message given through him. Believe me though, I don't care at all who you are and who you want to become. I only answer the call of power. My task will be to teach you self-control and how to possess your own power. Many people won't like me, while I don't need this. I'll talk those enjoying pseudo holiness out of this. Holy energy is the one that harmonizes the space around it. It creates when needed. It destroys if needed as well. If you turn out a destructive element for harmony, if you suddenly become an obstacle, so you're being destroyed, then you like to blame the saints, calling them villains. In fact, though, it's you who are the villains. This is destruction through evil when you do like to rely on your feeling of pity. You aim to belittle absolutely everyone. You are afraid to look inside of you to say, I'm nobody and I'm nameless. Someone is really great when will, honor, and strength flowing in them can change the world. They have enough mind, feelings, and opportunities to do something better for themselves. When great people, pure in heart, do good to themselves, they do good for others, due to radiation rather than absorption as their nature. Not craving to consume, they wish to open up themselves and other people, a fundamental difference. Consumer society and consumer's instinct have put your life lower than the way your ancestors lived originally. This new dimension will certainly get you back to that high level, at a big price though. My Valkyries will only help if someone wants to get higher when they know. Those of you who wish to seek accusations and reject this channeler and his energy, don't watch it. Leave silently. Those who enjoy yelling and resentment attract people like them into their life. If suddenly you ask yourself, I'm so good and valued, I rescue all of them, why do these creatures lean on me? It's because such creatures feed on such energy. They can't tolerate strength, will, self-control, and pride. They can't stand arrogance. They can't stand people who forbid to be used. So, if you need my personal opinion, as the channel wants me to speak here, here it is. Until you learn how to put people around you in their place, if you suddenly feel uncomfortable, you won't go any further. This only works though if you have dignity, the state when you clearly realize, having done absolutely everything in your power and ability, with the purest and benevolent intention. Even if after that, though, they still look at you as a resource for consumption, do feel free to not only take back your energies, but also take out rage on them, the way for them to no longer dare pull their dirty vampire hands to your adobe and desecrate your soul temple. It's because you are God's particle. You ought to take care of yourself. You ought to satisfy yourself. You ought to look after yourself and understand clearly what destroys you and what fills you up. If you know nothing about yourself, you won't understand anything about the world. It won't open up to people like you. Pure light only goes to those who are as pure as they are. It's only them who can feel these supreme energies and blessed benefits. Those yelling and wishing to devour when alone will kill themselves. Great, exalted beings, when alone, will raise themselves. Finally, ask yourself this question and answer it honestly. Are you being comfortable when alone? Or do you still need to work on something? Did you infringe yourself somewhere or allow someone to hurt you? Focus on that particle inside of you. Those taking this course, I will certainly teach you self-control. Those who won't understand and won't take it, that's enough for you. To start with, many people won't find the energies in this video pleasant. I feel good about it. This way, you'll finally feel there's something wrong inside of you. It's high time you worked on yourself to become the best version of yourself. Here's the 3 criteria to lift you up. Arrogance in everything, self-sufficiency of your spiritual potential, trusting yourself, in other words, and the feeling when you're thankful to the world for everything you have. The more grateful you are, the more food you have on your table, the more self-sufficient your spirit is, and the more you trust, the higher the quality of your life becomes. Finally, the stronger your will is, the more dignity you have, the stronger and more powerful you are, and the more you can influence this world, and the more the universe hears you, the more energy you release and get better response. That's it. There's nothing more the universe has other than balance and return. If you deny rage and the dark side in your soul as an originally divine element, you're no better than those suffering from greed, pride, and the desire to consume. This is selfishness in reverse. It's only people with the golden mean who will understand what I'm saying. It's only those with this balance found in themselves who will be able to understand very clearly how to get out of one state to reach another, how to achieve what I want. There's nothing more important to you than your own desire. I can say the same about myself, you know. This refers to any other spirit as well. Do this for you. Otherwise, the emptiness will destroy you. It's extremely hard to live these incarnations where you humiliate yourself and others. To admit I'm weak and damaged means to recognize within yourself the potential or the force that can take you out. So leave it to reach your new level. These are my wishes to you. Farewell.